Hi Virgo, I'm Honey Moth Tara, and today I'm going to be doing your February full moon reading. So before we begin, I just want to tell you a little bit about the full moon itself, because I feel like full moons always offer us a sort of theme or like a goal to work towards. So particularly this full moon will happen around the 12th, kind of depends where you are in the world. And it will be in the sign of Leo, so there is an emphasis on creativity, self-expression. And then because Leo is ruled by the sun, that means that there's like a focus on the self, the ego. Cool. So what does Virgo need to know for February? So we have the child, so this reading could be about a child in your life. Or possibly about your past, you as a child. So this could be pointing towards a relationship. Maybe you have recently had a child. But then there is this Eight of Swords here. Which is about like a negative mindset. Seeing things in a negative way, usually yourself. So there is also the possibility of like a second storyline of this being about the relationship with your inner child. And possibly there's been some sort of like neglect, like maybe you've been taking life like far too seriously. That your inner child has sort of been pushed aside. We have the Sage here. This is very specific, but I don't know, when I put that card down, I got this air of happiness, that there's been a new addition to the family, but also a sadness here that possibly a grandfather is passing away or has passed away. Or that they weren't around to see the birth of this child. We have the father as well, so yeah, there's like a father, grandfather sort of energy. Maybe you have recently become a father, or this is an indication for the father of your child. But I got the phrase like be a man. Like having to step up to the role of the father. Maybe there is a fear that you will repeat negative things that your father has passed on to you, and you're worried about passing that on to your child. But in my eyes, there isn't a need to worry, because the awareness of that itself is breaking these generational traumas that have been passed down. And I think the more that you can work on yourself, possibly looking at the relationship with your father, it will help you heal your inner child and therefore help you have a more positive relationship with your child and with yourself. We have the abundance card. So yeah, just feeling very grateful. Yeah, it's definitely something about like home life, birth, family. Family is a huge focus for this read. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Having a very important conversation with yourself and your spouse about what kind of parent you want to be, what kind of relationship you want to have with your child. And then I'm getting down to the truth of the situation. Yeah, so there may be like painful truths that you don't necessarily want to admit. Yeah, I'm getting that maybe like the way that your father or like your parent communicated with you wasn't necessarily like healthy. And obviously I think like when we're kids we often see our parents in a really positive light, and it's only when we're older that we sort of see the cracks in the nostalgia, right? So I think there's like a realization of how your father communicated with you, and then how that's kind of affected the way that you communicate with others and the way that you communicate with yourself. May even be worth like journaling or speaking about your feelings, possibly to a professional. Obviously use your own discernment. But there's definitely an emphasis on communication and the way that you think about things. Anything else for Virgo? We will take that because that was going to fall out. And we have the Ace of Earth as well. This is a very like abundant time for you. For you to get the abundance card and to get 2 aces, that's really promising. This is you starting your own family. This is you starting a family where there isn't any fear in terms of communicating your truth, how you feel. Because you're now, as I said, addressing that generational trauma and altering it for future generations. Okay, so anything else for Virgo for the month of February? Any advice or words of encouragement? Even though I feel like these later cards within the reading are very promising and encouraging anyway, but... We have the King of Water. So yeah, you very may well be seeing a counsellor. or at least stepping into a more emotionally intelligent role, really being in connection with your own feelings, other people's feelings. And then we have the Ace of Water here, so that's 3 aces. That's insane. Yeah, so a very promising new start for you and your family. This is love, connection, intuition. And there is such like a warmth with this card. It feels like a fireplace. Okay, any more for Virgo? Even though I feel as though the reading has sort of closed itself out, but... We have the 9 of Pentacles. Receiving a gift. But I don't think it's like physical possession. I feel as though it's the gift of being more connected with your family because you've done the work, you know? Like you're looking at past generations and how communication hasn't necessarily been the healthiest. And so you're giving yourself that gift of being able to be yourself around your family and not feeling like you have to tread on eggshells. And then in turn giving future generations that gift of the same thing. So this is like really big stuff. Right, so I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card. Feel free to use the affirmation or not. It's completely up to you. So we have allow the divine to organize outcomes, imagine, play, and simplify. And I feel as though the play part comes into the fact that maybe you felt like you had to grow up a little bit too quickly. And so there is a need to connect with your inner child. And I feel as though like raising a child is definitely going to allow yourself to connect to your inner child, you know, because I don't know, I just feel as though like watching your own kid grow up is going to make you see the wonder in life more, you know, like seeing the world through a child's eyes. And I think you've had to be, I'm getting the word sensible, for a long time. Okay, so can we get an oracle card for Virgo, please? Virgo for February. Thank you. So we have prosperity lies ahead. Yes, it definitely does, because as I said, we've got 3 aces and the abundance card. So there's definitely something about prosperity. It may not necessarily be, I mean, it very well could be, you know, like physical prosperity, like actual money. But I'm getting that this is prosperity in the terms of like feeling as though you have enough in terms of, you know, like having a roof over your head and having family. The things that really matter rather than materialism. And last but not least, can we get an oracle card from the Divine Guidance deck, please? Oracle card for Virgo. So we have number 15, which is the Dragon Guide. Dragon is here to help you take a stand in your life. Others may have strong opinions about what you should be doing or how you should be doing it. It could also be that others are interfering when they should not be. Dragon has come to help you stand firm in what you believe is right, even if that means breathing a little fire to get your point across. Don't worry, it will be okay. Dragon is here to help you claim your power and your right to live your life as you see best. Yeah, so there very well may be like an interfering grandparent or someone like that that's trying to dictate the way that you raise your child, but ultimately it's your decision. Alright, Virgo. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.